Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're doing a mukbang, a Nando's mukbang. We've never done a Nando's one before. So I'm really excited about this, and I'm also really hungry, so I'm not gonna mess about. We're gonna dive into this video. Kind of sad because they had no peri salted chips and they didn't have the Fino Pitta. They were both out of stock, but we're gonna make it work. I love Nando's. I used to love it, and then I thought it was a bit overrated, and then all of a sudden I've just lived it like I live it again. Oh my god, this looks so good. Also sat with a blanket around me because I'm a little bit cold, not gonna lie. But we've got chips, normal chips. To be fair, they look really good. Would normally get peri salted, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure these look really good. Then had to of course get garlic bread. Nando's garlic bread is definitely the best garlic bread ever. I bloomin' love it. And then, like I said, we'd normally get a Fino Pitta, but they still had like normal pittas. Like I don't really know what the difference is. I take the halloumi off anyway, so I've just got like a normal pitta and hot because I'm an absolute rebel, clearly. And it's just hot chicken. I think it's got like rainbow slaw on it, and I think that's about it. Oh, and like garlic and herb mayo, I think it said it had on it. So yeah, that is what I have got, and I've asked for some questions on Instagram as well. I just thought we could sit and have a chat because I feel like I used to do those videos all the time. Yeah, I feel like I used to do those videos all the time and I just don't anymore. So let's go to the questions. It's really weird to start filming here as well. I kind of love it, you know. I didn't want to sit at the dining table. I thought that might have been a little bit too formal, so we just sat on my living room floor, which is still kind of mad to say. I just remembered something. Oh, there it is. Garlic peronaise. Oh, someone asked kids before marriage. I have nothing against that, but garlic bread is so good. But like with my plan in my little head, I'd love to get married first. And then I'd also, like, I always used to say, I mean, things will happen when they happen. But I also always used to say, like, oh, I want to get married, and then as soon as I'm married, I want kids. But like, all of a sudden now, I'd love like a break between marriage and kids. To like, I don't know, like really enjoy, I guess, like married life. Me and Dan, I mean, I'm not even blooming engaged, so I'm not going to go into it too much. But yeah, I'd love like kids probably like 2 years after marriage, if I could plan to a date. But these things, they never go to plan, do they? So who knows? Who the hell knows? What do you see yourself doing if you stop doing YouTube for whatever reason? Now, some people are always like, if you weren't doing YouTube, like what would you want to do? I've always said teacher, but ever since we've moved house, well, not even ever since we moved house, like it's really been an eye-opener since we moved out, that I love property and I love houses, and oh my god, I love it. But like, ever since I knew, I was like designing houses on Sims, like building houses on Sims. Like I'm still doing that now. Like I really love Sims, not gonna lie. I really want to go into property. I'd still obviously do YouTube as well, and it's something that if it stopped, I'd still want to do property, and even alongside YouTube, because I think it can fit into YouTube really nicely. I really want to go into property. I don't know if I'd want to be a landlord, but I'd love to like flip a house and sell it. Oh my god, Nando's garlic bread, it just hits so differently. Also, this cost me like £18 for this. I'm not even joking. It was like £17.70 because I got like a service charge, a small order charge and delivery fee, so I'm glad it's good. How did you know it was time to move in with Dan? That's a really good question, and I actually don't know the answer to that. I kind of do actually. So I remember in lockdown, it was like the April point, so me and Dan had been living at his house for about a month at this point. I hadn't gone home, and I started to, it sounds really silly and like really daft, but I started to get like anxiety excuse me, of going home. I love my parents, nothing towards them, but like I got the anxiety of like not being with Dan, which sounds so silly. I don't know if anyone else that did lockdown with their boyfriends can relate. And I think we kind of realised, honestly, like a month into lockdown, that was it. Like it was a test. Like both our parents said it. Like I remember my dad saying it to me when I left to go live with Dan for what we thought was 3 weeks. He was like, this is going to be a test. And he was like, if you can do it, like you can live together. Those 3 weeks turned into like what, 18 months I was at Dan's for. So I think we just knew from that Do you enjoy doing YouTube, or do you want to do something else? I love YouTube, and I want to do it for like as long as I can. Like, I actually have visions of me like in my rocking chair when I'm 90, like, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Do you imagine? As though I'm ready to do something else. Like, obviously all my focus is on YouTube, but I also have like spare time where I could be doing something else. And like I say, I would love to go into property. It's not something that you rush into, and I also don't have like 100 grand sat in my bank account to go and renovate another house. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I love it though. What even was the question? I always go on like sidetrack. Oh yeah, so I love YouTube and I always want to do it, but I also would love to do something else as well, like on the side. I also really miss working in retail, which sounds mad because I hated it when I was there. Well, I didn't hate it, but like if I wouldn't go anywhere else, but like I just want to go back to like my old job, which is now impossible because it closed down, so that's really sad. Do you have any holidays planned? Yes, we do, and I'm so excited about it. Get me on holiday, get me in the sun. It's actually really sunny today and I'm so here for it. We're hopefully going to Barcelona for my birthday, which is in March. Ibiza is booked for summer, like June we're going there. And I'd love to go to Venice. I don't really want to go to Venice the end of the year. Don't know if that's going to happen, but Barcelona and Ibiza are definitely happening. Dream car. I'm not a car person, you know. I couldn't tell you that. I saw a car actually when I was in Manchester, and I sent it to Dan. I was like, I want this. Do you know, like the dream car when you're like picking your kids up from like rugby? I think that's like girls like dream of a Range Rover, but I think it's called a Polestar. I don't know. I just saw it and I lived it. So maybe that, but I'm not really a car person. Favourite takeaway? It's got to be an Indian, you know. I do love a Chinese, but an Indian takeaway to me is elite. Like, bloomin', love it. Oh, I like this one. I've actually had this one a lot since moving out. Do you feel like you're missing out that you settled down so young? Not even in the slightest. Because I feel like I haven't. I think if I had a kid, I'd feel probably more settled down, but it's nice like to have your friends over, like rather than like your parents' house, like you're the people like, oh, come to ours. Like we had a load of Dan's friends round the other night, and like me and Dan both said like it was such a nice feeling to have everyone here, and people didn't have to spend loads of money on drinks, like going out, and no one was waiting in the cold for a taxi. Like it was a really nice feeling. So like completely the opposite, like it's a really nice feeling to just be able to like have your friends around. So yeah, I don't think like I'm missing out whatsoever. I think I am more of a home bird. Like I've never been into like the whole like party holidays. Like I'm an absolute granny. I was gonna say I'm a granny at heart, not even at heart, like I am just a granny. So yeah, I've always just like wanted my own home, and here we are. Most of these questions are about like how do you keep the spark alive, like long-term relationships, like how do you keep a long-term relationship, which I've never really had before, and I don't really know the answer. Like I think the main thing, and me and Dan's always said this, is communication. I feel like that's our strong point. Is with like, don't get me wrong, I'll be in a mood of like what's up, and I'm like nothing when clearly there's a problem. Do you know what I mean? Like I can very much so be like that, but like in the whole, I think it is just communication, and yeah, I think that I'd say that's it. And a friendship, I think, is really important. Like relationships are not all about sex, and I think having the friendship outside of the relationship is always good. Like just someone you can have just an absolute laugh with, and you can take the piss out of. Is this really boring? I feel like it's really boring. I just want to like scoff all this food. Oh, pill update. And would you consider any other contraception, e.g. the coil, the implant? I actually tried to get pushed over onto it the other week when I phoned up to get more of my pill. It's good. I love not having a period. It's great. Yeah, it's great, but you guys know I'm always so honest about the pill with you guys. The only thing that's really like bugging me with it is that I have like no sex drive. TMI, sorry. Like none. And and it's actually making me want to come off it because it's just pissing me off. Yeah, I'd never swerved to anything else because I've had like really like bad moments on the pill, and now I've found like the pill that suits me like mentally and hormonally. I would not switch to anything else, but I think I am gonna come off it probably in the summer, some point this year. I do just want to like give my body a break as well. Like I've been on it for like 4 years now, so like 4 years straight, so I kind of just want to give my body a little bit of a break. And where I'm on the one that you constantly take it, I don't really have periods, and when they are periods, they're not actually periods. So I think, do you know when you feel like sometimes you just need to like flush your body out? Like that's so disgusting, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, the only thing that's bugging me is like this sex drive, which is so normal. Like it's so normal. Yeah, it's annoying, you know. Back to the car questions. Would you get a new car? I think maybe next year. I need to drive more. Like I honestly don't know what car I'd get. Like I'd love an Audi, don't get me wrong, but I literally drive to the shops and back once a week. Like there's no point me paying like £400 for a car to drive like 5 miles. Do you know what I mean? Like it'd be a waste. So I'm really happy with my car. I think I'll just change it when it starts to like fail its MOTs, which, do you know what, I think it's actually in really condition. It's good condition. It's got hardly any miles on it. It's a 15 plate, so it's not the newest of cars, but like it's not old. Do you know what I mean? So like I like my little car, but maybe like the end of next year, I want to get the house remortgaged first, because I don't know if you know the story to it. Our mortgage has so much interest on it because I only had 1 year on the books. Now I have 2. Yeah, now I have 2. So I just want to keep costs down as little as possible. Like I'm not paying anything for my car. Remortgage, get a really good deal on that, and then maybe after that I'll get a new car, I think. If you and Dan were to have kids, what sort of age would you think about having them? I don't know. Like this sounds so bizarre. Like I'm such a kid person. Sounds a little bit strange, but like ever since I was little, I was playing with my dolls until I was like 11. It's a bit old, isn't it? I was old still playing with dolls. Love babies. Always had a lot of siblings, and I always said like I want a baby at 24. Like I'm 24 next year, and the older I'm getting, the more like it's going back. I don't know why. I think where like I feel like I don't know if anyone else can relate, but like I'm 21 still. I turned 21 the start of lockdown, and I think where time's just like fallen into one, like I just feel like I wasted time, and I just want to live my life a little bit longer first. Like no disrespect to anyone that has kids young, like I bloody love these little YouTube couples that like, I mean like Liv Guy, I think she's a year older than me. I fucking adore her family. Like I watch her vlogs and I'm like, oh my god, I want that. And even Dan's like, oh my god, like I want that, that's so cute. So I don't know, like some days I'm like I want to be young, and then other days I'm like I'll have Arlo. Like Arlo's as good as gold, bless him, but I don't have the patience for a 5-year-old. And I'll have Arlo, and I'm like, no, like I need another 6 years. You know what I mean? So I honestly don't know the answer to that. All I know is that when I have kids, I'm having kids. Do you know what I mean? Like close in age. Like, obviously, if I'm lucky enough to be able to have kids, that's such a fear of mine. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. How old are your siblings? This is crazy because like they're actually growing up really quick. So if you guys remember the misguided video that Amy did that like blew up, and it's kind of like how my channel started basically. She was 9 in that, I think. Was she 8? Was it my 8-year-old sister does my misguided, or was it my 9-year-old? I don't know, but she's 15 this year. Amy is 15. She's in year 11 in September. She's doing her GCSEs next year. Like, what the hell? Are you gobsmacked? I'm gobsmacked. I always say she's 13 still, and she's not. She's 14, almost 15. And then Arlo is 5. Arlo will be 6 in May. And then Josh will be 25 at the end of the year. Josh and Dan are the same school year. They're like school year. I still talk about slight things in school years. It's so annoying, but they're like a school year above me. So yeah. Would you ever move to Manchester? Do you know what? I honestly think if I was single, I would. Like, I said it to Dan last night. I was like, if me and you ever broke up, I think I'd just pack my life up and go. I honestly think I would. Not that me and Dan are gonna break up, and I blooming hope not. But no, like I wouldn't with Dan because of like his work and stuff, and obviously we're very settled now here. But it's a, oh my god, I love it, and I would love to live there. The hardest thing about living with your boyfriend back when you lived in his little room compared to now. Oh, compared to now, I'd say nothing. The only annoying thing is I'll clean the bathroom. Like I've literally just done before this video, and guaranteed tonight will be the night he decides to shave. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Or I'll do like a wash, put the wash on, and he'll go, oh, I've got these. It's too late. It's too late, mate. The wash is on. You gotta wait now. It's like stuff like that. And another one is he'll use something up. So maybe it'd be like tinfoil, for example, and then we'll go food shopping. And as we're unpacking the food shop, he'll go, "Oh, we need tinfoil." It's too late. It's too late now. So it's just like little things like that, and I'm like, fuck. Like I wouldn't really say it's that big of a deal, but yeah, that's it. That's all it is. I'm gonna end this here because I'm full. My food is cold, and I feel like I've been talking for a very long time, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really want to do more of these. I think it's just like so chill, just sat on the floor and talking. I really do love it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon for another video. Goodbye, guys.